Okay, this video is going to focus on the second part of our fish, which is going to be the eyes. So we're going to create the eyes for this video. So in video one, you guys created the body of your fish, which should get you right to here where you see everything that you've got here. Your fish might be a very different color. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put eyes. We want to put an eye right here. We're going to put an eye right here. We're going to make this isn't going to be a very realistic fish. We're going to make these like some big bulging eyes. They're going to be awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new object. And what I can do is I'm just going to slide over. I'm going to create it next to it. I'm going to create a new object. Click here to rename this. We're going to call this eyes. Okay, so we're going to create this. So my eyes are, obviously I want a shape that's going to look like eyes. So I'm going to start with a sphere. And we're going to make this a sphere for the eyes. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a circle. We're just going to keep that sphere exactly where it's at, right? And so then what we're going to do here, if we go through all of our steps, we see everything. We're going to put our eye is right there in the middle, so we really can't see it. So what we need to do is we need to move that eye around so that we can see what it is that we're working with. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it so that I can see where it's at. So I'm going to move my eye. Let's do this. We're going to move my eye just so we can get an idea of where it is. We'll go 16 on my X. Move it 16. So let's see here. So we're going to move this 16. There it is. So it puts it right there on the front. Let's do... so I'm going to do this real fast. So I'm going to drop a rotate. I'm going to put a rotate right in above my move here. We're going to rotate this on its Y axis by 90 degrees from the pivot. Then we're going to move it to 16. I got to move it up some too. So let's move it up some. Let's move it up 10. See where we're at with it here. So then, we've got it there. So we move it up 10. Got to move it up a little bit more. Let's move it 16. See where we're at here, 16. Moving it up 16. And then there it is, but that's like right smack in the middle. So we're going to move this off some. So we're going to change our Y. See where we're at here now. There we go. We got it. Right? So that's going to be a nice big, looks like a nice big eyeball. Right? So I don't like that color of it though. So we're going to make this a really bright color. I'm actually going to go custom. I'm going to make this an awesome. I want to go a super neon right now. So what I've got here, what I'm going to need here is I'm going to get this so my eyes match. So instead of having to get exactly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to copy this real fast, Control C, right? So then when I get this and I hit play, let's see what we got here. Oh, that's a funky looking eye. I like that color. So I'm going to add a second color eye. So I'm going to add that sphere in again. Right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my color, go to custom, and then I'm just going to copy and paste. So I don't have to go find all that again. So it's going to be my hexadecimal, Control V, and that's going to give me the same color. All right. So now if I do my rotate and my move, I'm going to do those again. So I'm going to do my rotate. I'm going to do my move. All right. And so we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to rotate this on its y-axis to the 90 degrees. Now we're going to move this. So my X is my Y and my Z are going to be the same. So my Y and my Z are going to be the same. All right. So if I do that, all right, that's going to get me my Y and my Z are going to be the same. Right. But my X I need to make different. So my X here, we're going to move this X. Let's go 21. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that is not working here. So what we've got here, and so we're gonna change this one. Let's make this one let's change this one. Let's make the radius 6. Let's try that one. Let's see what we got here. Perfect. There it is. So this is putting it right on the inside there. Now what we want to do, actually, I don't want it to be the same color. I'm changing that up. We're going to change this up. I'm going to make that black. So we're putting that on the inside of his eye here. So let's see what we got here. So we're putting this up here. Let's hit this. Let's get this going here. Oh, there it is. So we've got the outer circle, then the inner circle, right? So there's the inside of his eye. Oh, I'm digging that, right? So we've got his outside, like the outside of his eye, and then his pupil is going to be on the inside. So we got his retina and his pupil in there. So here's what we're going to do now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do now. Okay, so for the second eye, what we are going to do is we're going to select all in our object. So we're going to go in here, select all in object. So we're going to select everything that we've got here. So we're going to make a copy of this whole thing here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy it. And we're going to copy that object. So we're going to make that object the exact same thing. So when we hit play, we actually have a second one that's right underneath it. So what we're going to do with that, we're going to keep it exactly where it is because we just copied it. We're just going to move that one to the left side, to the other side of his eyeball there. So we're going to move it -24, right? And when we hit play, we should have that second eyeball. So what we did with this is, select all in objects. We took everything, our eye that we just made, this green eye, and with the black in the middle, the pupil, and we said we're going to select everything, we're going to copy it. So we copied everything exactly as it was, put it right underneath it, and then we used a move command and just slid that one over just a little bit. All right, so that's going to give us our other fish. All right, and so now the last thing that we want to do is we are going to add one more sphere, which is going to be the lure. All right, so we're going to add our lure at the top right here. So what we're going to do is they're going to add one more sphere. I'll drop this sphere into here. And this sphere, we obviously don't want it to be as big as the eyeballs because this is kind of his fishing lure. This is his trap for other fish. So we're going to change this. We're going to change this one, the radius of this one. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to keep the steps the same. So it looks like that. And what I'm going to do is I want to go into here, go to my custom color, and this is where I wanted to copy and paste. So I'm going to copy that so I get the same color because I want it to be the same color. Go to custom color. I'm going to paste that color in here, Control V. So that's going to give me my same color. Oh, not that one. That was the wrong one. I'm going to undo that one. I want that one to stay black. This one is the one that I want my custom color to be. There it is. No, what am I doing here? It is not the one that I want to do. Hold on here. Custom hexadecimal. There it is. There it is. Now I got it. I had to get into the right one. So I'm going to make this one just a little bit smaller. We're going to rotate this along its y-axis, the 90 degrees, and we're going to hit play. So we're going to put that in there. And that third, it's right there in the middle. So what we want to do is we're going to move it out. So I'm going to move it. Use my move. Let's move it 30. Let's see where we get it here. There it is. So we got it moved out 30. So if I'm on my side view, see, I want it to go out here. So I'm going to start playing with this. So let's move my Z15. Let's see where we're at here. There it is. So it moved it up some, not quite enough. I got to move it further out. Let's do 40. Change that to 20. Let's see what we get here. So again, we're looking at where it's going. Oh, that looks pretty. That's getting right there. Right. I still don't like it. It's got, see how I kind of have that edge on it? We don't want that. I don't want that edge on there. So let's go. That was a little bit more. 44. 24. Let's see here. And oh, there it is. Look at that. See how that's nice and neat? And now you've got that there. Now that might be a little big. I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. See what that looks like here. Looks pretty good. That's got a nice little deal to it. I like it. So make it a -6. So there we go. So we've got the eyes and the lure for our fish now.